Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So today we are going to be making some lasagna in a jar. That'll be something fun to have on the shelf, and if the kids are hungry they can just dump it out and reheat it. So we are going to do that today. I am going to be using my hamburger that I can up, and then the pasta sauce that I canned up this year. And we are going to be using these oven ready noodles. We're just going to cut them up or like kind of break them in pieces to fit in a wide mouth canning jar. And I have my ricotta cheese, and then we're going to use mozzarella and provolone. I have to see how much mozzarella I have, but we're just going to layer it in a jar and we're going to pressure can it for 90 minutes. For this recipe, all you really need is cooked up hamburger. Even if you have leftover hamburger that you cooked up like the night before, that will be totally fine. What you don't want to do is have hot hamburger making this right now, because we are going to be making this cold with cold jars, and I'm not going to heat anything up to make this. So when you do canning, you either do it hot or you do it cold, and for this recipe that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just using everything that I canned up already and just reusing that. So I am going to be using 2 pounds of hamburger for this recipe, and then I just grabbed 2 jars of my pasta sauce. What you need to do is just add some water to it, because we are going to be using oven ready noodles, and we want the water and sauce to help cook the noodles while we pressure can this. Right, so we're going to spray out the jars so that when we reheat these, that the lasagna comes out easily. So what you need to do for this recipe is you're going to layer your lasagna like you do when you would make lasagna in the oven, but we're going to be doing it in the jars today. So I'm going to put the sauce on the bottom first, and then I'm going to put my noodles in, and then I'm going to be putting in the ricotta and the mozzarella cheese, and then we're going to keep layering it after that. So usually if I'm making this in the oven, I would add eggs to my ricotta and the mozzarella cheese layer, but I'm not going to for this recipe, because I'm not quite sure how that would turn out, or if I can even do that. And this recipe does not even call for it, so we're just going to go with how I'm going to do it today. So I have my first layer in. I'm going to be adding my noodles now, and then I'm going to add the ricotta and mozzarella cheese. We are going to pressure can this for 90 minutes. Now, I am using my pressure canner. I will leave that down below if you guys are interested in getting one. I have that on my Amazon storefront, so you will have to go into there and then look under my kitchen appliances, I think it's under, and you guys can check it out. But I love it because I don't need to sit and wait for the pressure to build. It just does everything for me. It will beep when it's ready for me to add my weight on, and that's pretty much it for my electric canner. So it is awesome to be able to use that, just because I don't always have time to like stand by the stove and get the regular pressure canner to work. So we're going to go ahead here, and I'm going to finish this up, and then we're going to add it to the pressure canner. All right, so it's the next morning and I didn't have enough time to finish the video last night just because it took so long for this to get done, and from when I started doing this last night. So I didn't have enough time to record the end and it would have been dark and it just wouldn't have worked out. So I have them all done. So I had one jar that did not make it, and that one I have in the fridge right now, but 6 of them are good and sealed. I will put the date on them and put them out on our shelf, and then Lauren or one of the kids can just heat it up quick. You can put this in the microwave, and that should be good. So I did try the one that didn't work and it tasted pretty good. So this recipe I think was pretty easy for me to follow. These are the oven ready noodles, so you are going to want to have a little bit more runny pasta sauce just so them noodles get done. Add extra sauce though, just because I know Lauren likes a lot of sauce and the kids do too, so there is extra sauce in here. On top of what I already mixed in the bowl with the meat. So I did do that, but that was pretty easy to do. So that was my first time doing the lasagna in a jar. Otherwise, I just put a video out on how to can up hamburger. I did use my salsa, or I did use my pasta that I canned up. And I did use my hamburger that I canned up. So I have that all in these jars. I could have maybe saved on that and just made homemade sauce and cooked up some hamburger, but I didn't have time to do that, and that is okay. So this is just gonna go out on our pantry shelf out in the garage. So if you guys are new here, we live in a garage. We have 2 sections to the garage. In the main living area is the main living area, but it's the garage also. So then we have a door off to the side to go into the main garage area, and we have 2 pantries out there, and that's where we do our food storage. So that is where I'm going to be putting this out there. I'll share more videos of us canning up stuff and adding more things to our shelves out there. But if you guys are interested, I have a whole playlist of where we store all our food, our pantries, our snack pantry, and all of that. So I will leave all of that down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.